What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the first installment of the Highly Likely Podcast with your host, Daniel.
I'm Jonah.
And today, we're going to be starting off kind of weak, since the NBA season hasn't started yet. We're still in the off season. It's real dead right now. Nothing's going on. Jason Tatum just rolled his fucking ankle. And, it's pretty bad right now. No one really cares about basketball.
Team USA is doing terrible.
They really are. How do you almost lose to Turkey? I really don't understand that. Ilya Silva is the only person on that team.
Patty Mills had complete takeover.
In Australia.
Yes, sir.
And they still lost that game. That was sad. But yeah, so for the first beginning, we're kind of just gonna be talking about like us. Where it's kind of biased in the beginning because you just want to get to know us, grow.
What players and who we follow, and what they meant to us growing up,
and our teams that we like, how we start watching the stuff like that. So for the next couple weeks, things like that. Next week is Teams Week. This is the first week. This is Players Week. So we're only gonna be really talking about players, maybe a little bit about teams, but for the most part, it's gonna be about players. So let's just get right into it. Top 5 players of all time. I will start us off. Number 1, Jordan. You got number 1.
Michael
Jordan. Okay. I got LeBron 2. Easy. It kind of goes half and half. Jordan, LeBron.
Easy.
Yeah.
Are you serious? I got Kobe.
You got Kobe number 2.
Kobe number 2.
A lot of people like on ESPN was like, "What the fuck is this guy on?"
Yeah, I know, but LeBron does not have a killer instinct like Kobe does.
Yeah, he does.
But when LeBron put Cleveland on his back, that kind of gave him the upper step. But when he got hurt this last season, I believe that it just was a coffin in the nail, and I think LeBron's done.
Think he's done?
Done.
He's 35, but people think his body can still go. I don't think he can still go because, I don't know. I feel like the season for the Lakers is going to be bad, but it could go either way. LeBron is different. He's a different beast, different animal. I have no idea. AD, if he can stay healthy, if that team can stay healthy, I think they'll be okay. But so you got Kobe number 2. Number 3, I have Kobe. Kobe, he's one of my favorite players of all time. Like you said, the killer instinct. That man is insane.
He killed your Celtics.
Yeah, kills them every year. But he's the best offensive scorer of all time. His defense is really good too for the guard. But overall, Kobe is definitely a solid 3.
I have LeBron at 3.
Yeah, LeBron 3.
LeBron.
Yeah.
I feel like if he wins another 2 championships, he will definitely be number 2.
I think he's fine. I don't care about championship wins. I care about how they are in the court and how good they are and how dominant they are. But I care a lot about stats and how they act.
Understandable.
Team winning, it means a lot, but some like LeBron, the teams he's been on in the past, that can be hard.
Definitely.
But number 4, I have Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. 6 championships, many MVPs all time. He's a great center. I'd put him on my top big ever.
I have the greatest point guard of all time, Magic Johnson.
Magic Johnson at 4.
Yes, I feel like he gave see, like what I did with my top 5. I look at people who actually changed the game, and I think that's what means the most. Because Kobe, every little kid when they were younger, you see them, Kobe. You know what I'm saying? But I look at how people change the game, and Michael Jordan still has the greatest impact on the sport of basketball, so that's why. But he's Magic Johnson. I have him so high because I believe he was the first, besides Oscar Robertson, the first true point guard, and he dominated with not just scoring, but with he didn't really score, but he dominated with passing.
Yeah, and just that team was insane. Showtime like the team.
Yes.
Magic Johnson for me, like I kind of tie him with Larry Bird every single time. I can't give each one the upper hand. They're so good in their own respective. But I put them like 8 and 7 in my top players ever. I don't know. Magic Johnson is an incredible player. He's playing any position you want to put him at, but I don't think he's as good as those guys. Maybe
a lot of people put Shaq so high up, but like to me, I understand he was very dominant at the time, but growing up, I saw the worst of Shaq.
Yeah.
And I just don't understand how you could put him so high when, like, to me, he was complete trash. Honestly, like, but I wish I saw him in his prime because his prime only lasted like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, he's too big. But another from Shaq is like, when we were, like you said, when we were like growing up watching him, like he was trash. Like you didn't hear about Shaq being a top player.
Exactly.
And then the past couple of years, like as soon as like when he got on the cover of 2K for Legends, that's
Mhm.
when I started hearing everyone talk about him. I swear, like I know Shaq, but like I swear to God, when he put on the cover, everyone was like, Shaq is the best center ever.
I that's one thing I don't really understand. But
Yeah. Going to number 5, I have Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt Chamberlain, 100 points.
of
Great
course,
rebounder. That man, goddamn insane.
okay, my 5th. Everyone's gonna hate me for this. I'm sorry.
Kevin
I'll
Durant.
probably, but like I go back to like my top 5 for me is like people who changed the game dramatically, and I think the one person, and he's in the league right now, has changed the league dramatically, and it will never be the same. Is Stephen Curry.
You think Steph Curry's top 5?
Top 5.
Hey, Osiris. This guy might be
I'm
your
telling
best
you,
friend.
bro. I'm telling you.
He's number 1 on my Mount Rushmore for greatest influentials ever. Because the way he's changed the game now, like everyone can shoot
Ridiculous.
three.
Like, you can't even go to a pickup game without
Yeah.
people pulling up from half court.
In the NBA, there's no such thing as many mid ranges anymore. It's just
No.
you have to get an inside 2 or a 3. Those are your best options. No one goes for a mid range anymore. It's sad because I love the mid range, but it's just the way the NBA is now. I don't know.
No more Tim Duncan shots.
Yeah, no more Tim Duncan shots. You gotta play fucking crazy now. The league is just all flashy.
But then again, Steph Curry is the greatest shooter of all time, and it's so crazy how, like, before Steph Curry became Steph Curry, we would say Ray Allen was the greatest shooter of all time,
Right so far.
and it's like it's a huge gap from Steph Curry and Ray Allen. And like,
who do you have at number 2?
Huh?
Number 2 shooter.
Number
of all
2
time.
shooter, Larry.
You have Larry. I have Clay. Easy.
For
Clay, he's so consistent. Pull up, fucking catch.
How many dribbles was it?
He had like 3 or 4 that game.
4 dribbles with like 50 points. God,
that's what I mean. Second greatest shooter. I think because Steve Kerr. I think he did a lot for that team, but that's just me.
It's ridiculous. Like I don't understand like how you can do that.
Who do you have a 3 greatest shooter?
Clay. I would say Clay.
I'd probably throw Bird, Ray Allen, or Reggie somewhere. There's all mixed for me of those shooters, but yeah, definitely Clay.
I would have to really think about that topic before
that's when you kind of like gotta dig deep in because there's so many things you put into that too, like
for
who can
sure,
shoot and
sure.
who's passing off the ball, who off the pick and roll, and just picking and popping too. And then the bigs now can shoot the 3.
And I don't think Clay would be the great of a shooter he is now if it wasn't for Steph, because Steph is constantly getting doubled and he has a lot of wide open shots.
How do you think the Warriors are going to be this season? Before we go any further into our other topics, how do you think the Warriors will be without Clay and D'Angelo stepping in?
Top 5.
Do you think they're top 5 still?
Top 5 for sure. I think everyone is so caught up on Kevin Durant, but like I don't want to say they played better without Kevin Durant because they did go 73-9 without him.
That was a better bench though. Third team, third Draymond, third Bogut.
Yeah, but I feel like Steph is just gonna be Steph. We're forgetting like he's the anonymous MVP. I feel like he's gonna come back with vengeance, and they got a chip on their shoulder again, and it's gonna be a rude awakening for the league. I promise you.
I feel like he could be top 3 MVP this season. Like in the
Steph?
Yeah.
I feel like he's gonna win
because there's no Clay and there's no KD. It's just Draymond, D'Angelo.
I honestly feel like he's gonna win it. If it's not Steph, I think Russ. I think Russ will take it.
Russ will?
Yes, because he will average another triple double. And look,
they're gonna be fighting over that triple double. I swear.
No, you need 10 assists to have a triple double.
Yes,
you need 10 assists to have a triple double. So that means he passes the ball.
You think he's gonna be able to pass it? He's not gonna want to shoot all those damn shots like
he had 20 assists in one game last season. Yeah,
but he does that once a game and he shoot 3 for 22. I don't want to watch that. I don't like Russell Westbrook because he can't shoot. He does a lot of fucking shit, but he can't shoot. He just can't shoot.
And now he will have a duo, a partner that can be a consistent shooter. And they do. If Eric Gordon can get it down, they will be a problem.
The thing I want to see though is them passing it more to Harden, like Russell to Harden, which I think they will do. Like I said, that's one of those teams like the Lakers and the Warriors. It's up in the air how that team's gonna play out because they have those 2 superstars. No one knows how they're gonna match together, but they have played together in the past. That was a long time ago, and with Durant and Ibaka.
two
but
different beasts now.
yeah,
Than they were back then.
that's what I'm saying. I have no idea how teams will play. That's one of those teams I really want to watch because like it's gonna be fucking insane for them.
It's gonna be
But
crazy.
yeah, but let's go on with our. So that was our top 5. Let us know what you think about it in the comments. Just yeah, but favorite players ever. You want to start us off for this one? Ever favorite?
Let me go with for me, 30 for 30s were insane. Like growing up, because I
Yeah.
would have watched a lot of 30 for 30s. I watched, and my favorite one is when Reggie Miller absolutely murdered the New York Knicks. So that's why he mad. But after that, I watched the 30 for 30. I would constantly watch YouTube videos, and I would just look up highlights of him, and that's the reason why he's one of my favorite players of all time.
I thought you were gonna say Kevin Durant. If I'm being honest. Like I really thought. Cause
He is still blocked on my Twitter.
He's blocked.
Yes.
Why do you block? I don't want to go into that.
He hurt me. He
hurt a lot of people.
He hurt me.
He hurt a lot of people. But number one for me, Larry Bird. Easy. I think everyone should know that if you know me. Larry Bird, easy.
That's an obvious one.
Yeah, I have my Larry Bird jersey. I can go get it. Number, who else do you have favorite players ever? Is that top one?
I like shooting.
Yeah.
I would say Stephen Curry, but I don't really know. Like he's not my favorite player of all time, but I do like passing and like flashing passes and stuff like that. So I'm gonna have to throw in Jason Williams.
That's what I was thinking of. When
I had to throw him in there. And that Kings team that got rigged against the Lakers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was actually rigged. Look it up on YouTube. Yeah, I think they should have won that series.
Talking about passing real quick, how do you feel about LaMelo Ball? Just like no NBA, just LaMelo Ball. How do you feel? Don't say overrated. Don't say anything bad.
I'm not gonna say overrated. He's going number one.
Yeah, number one
for
pick.
Sure. Whoever gets the number one pick and they don't pick him.
Yeah, you have to be
fire the GM.
If you don't pick LaMelo Ball, number one draft pick, you're brain dead. I'm sorry. You watch that man play at Spire. Watch Spire games. Those are insane. That kid is insane. It's
crazy how much he's developed.
Yeah.
And grown. And he kind of plays like Lonzo.
He plays like Lonzo with a better shot and I think he has a better court vision than Lonzo. And he's tall and he can dunk and that man's he's still growing.
Talking about shooting, have you seen the videos of Ben Simmons shooting?
Yeah, they're ugly.
Shooting the one or two shots and people clip it and say Ben Simmons can shoot again? That's bullshit. He will not be able to shoot. They'll leave him open all season long.
I feel like in the beginning of the first game, he's gonna take 2 3-pointers or 2 mid ranges at least, and he's gonna fucking miss everything.
Yeah, but if he can get his shot down, oh my god,
that's LeBron making. That's
LeBron 2.0.
Move over, Bronny. He's the new son.
I feel like if he does get his shot down, he'll be better than Giannis.
Oh yeah, he'll be better than Joel Embiid. He'll take over that team. He'll take over that team fast. Another player I have, my favorite, James Harden. I love James Harden so much.
Really?
That's
I love very him. Surprising.
I love his footwork. When people get mad at him on Twitter for being traveling, you don't know basketball if you think that's a travel. He is gathering and he's being smart. Watch that fucking footwork. Just watch his feet. Don't even watch him. Don't watch the ball. Just watch his feet, and you're gonna learn a lot because that man is insane. He get open for anywhere he can cut. Would you say he's just picking up free throws and going to the line all those times? You know how hard it is to do that. You know how smart it is to make sure that that hand, how long you have to wait for him to put that hand there and to put up. That man is insane.
I love James Harden. He really is.
He is. I'm gonna say this even though I know he's an MVP
put Houston
candidate.
On the map.
Oh yeah, I know he's an MVP candidate and everybody loves him, everybody hates him, but he's underrated. I'm gonna say it. People say he's overrated. I believe he's very underrated.
I feel like he's right where he should be in the league.
No.
Because
Giannis.
Until he wins a championship, he won't be as respected as he should be.
Do you think Giannis should win MVP?
No.
Who do you think should have won it? Harden. Almost 40 points a game.
Yeah, Harden or Paul George or them. I feel like they had the terror Paul George went on at the end of the season was insane.
Well, the injuries.
His shoulder messed him up for sure.
Yeah, they would have gone further in the playoffs.
My god,
they would have gone.
They would definitely beat Portland.
Oh yeah, easy. I feel like they would have gone to the conference finals.
It just honestly, watching those games and the terrible buzzer beater, the terrible shot he took.
Oh yeah, that was pretty bad.
It was sad to watch.
Yeah.
You could tell
Especially the Thunder
they were
fan.
not 100%. And being a Thunder fan.
Yeah. I think they
Hey,
need.
but we got Chris Paul. What can you say?
What do you feel about that? That's ugly.
It's terrible. I want to trade him already.
I
Get more draft. But the trades that they did were phenomenal, bro. They got so many draft picks. I wish I had how many they had, but they went crazy. Their future is looking great.
They did well. I feel like they need to get rid of Chris Paul though. Like,
for sure.
I don't understand how he's still on the team. They're talking about like trading him or trying to do like sign him, waive him or something, but nobody wanted him because that contract is ridiculous. You literally have to put Andrew Wiggins and Gordon Hayward in that thing, and I don't want him on the Celtics. I don't want him anywhere near the Celtics. We have a good point guard. I like our point guard.
Kemba?
Yeah, Kemba.
How do you feel about that?
The Celtics.
Kemba, yeah.
Kemba.
With Kemba leading.
It can go either one or two ways. It can go we absolutely play dog shit, lose the first round, or we can go to the second round, go to game 7 and lose. That's how far that. If I'm being real honest, I'm trying to not be biased. I'm known for being very biased about the Celtics, but if I'm being honest, I don't see them getting out of the second round. And if they go any further, they're gonna get swept in the conference by the Bucks. I believe the Bucks will go in the finals definitely.
I feel like they paid Chris Middleton way too much.
They just want to keep that team together. To be honest, want it together, and that team's good together.
Didn't they get his brother too?
Yeah, I think they
just want to make him feel comfortable.
I think
because
so.
Middleton is his guy.
Yeah. Let's go off to the next topic. Fave players right now. I'll start us off. Luka Doncic.
Oh my god. Okay.
I fucking love Luka. That man. He's gonna grow into a great NBA player. I honestly, when he came into the league, I thought he was gonna get hurt and he wasn't gonna be as well because he played in that EuroLeague. But that EuroLeague helped him a lot. And that man, he should have been an all-star this year.
For real. He went crazy last year. Honestly.
Towards the end of the year, I feel like they started tanking so they can get a better pick. But that's what only reason I saw fall off.
How do you feel about the tweets that are going around saying Trae Young over Luka?
They're retarded. Trae Young's great, phenomenal player. But it's Luka Doncic. That man could dribble past, shoot up, go clutch as shit.
If they put him at point guard, I feel like he could be.
Yeah, especially
top 5 point guard of all time. Honestly,
Trae Young or Luka?
Luka.
Trae Young's a great point guard, but he's way better offensively than Luka. But Luka all around, if Luka shaves some off that weight, he could be deadly. He could be. Him with Porzingis.
That buzzer beater to go to overtime when he hit in the corner against I think it was Portland. Best play of the season last year. Besides
the regular season, not playoffs.
Yeah, regular season. Yeah. I was gonna say besides Damian Lillard's buzzer beater.
Yeah. How do you think Damian Lillard's buzzer beater or Kawhi's buzzer beater was better?
Damian Lillard's.
Yeah, a lot of people say Kawhi because it was Game 7, but Damian Lillard was so far. He won the series. Yeah. He waved him off the court in that famous meme. Like, how can you not just give it to him?
You should have put the meme up here.
He should just give it to him, man. Just give it to him. Who you got number one players right now?
Favorite player? I'm gonna go Russell Westbrook.
Okay. Even though he's on Houston still?
Yeah, I feel like I like him more now because I don't have the pressure of defending him every 5 seconds.
Yeah, I'll rip Russell Westbrook.
Being an OKC fan, it's been hard over the years. Yeah. But now that I don't have the pressure of defending him, I feel like I like him more.
That's how it is for the Celtics. Like, when people ask me about Jason Tatum, I don't know how to respond because it's just all jokes. Like, he's only 20. He's fucking hasn't scored 30.
Who do you like more, Kyle Kuzma or Jason Tatum?
Oh, Jason Tatum. I don't think Kyle Kuzma is going to be here in 5 years.
Really?
No, I think he's going to fall off with this Laker team here soon. But
the next Lamar with him.
I think I don't know Kyle Kuzma, but the way I see it, what him and Lonzo were doing, I don't know if like that team. The reason Lonzo I don't think did well is because it was in LA and that city is so popular. I think they get distracted from practicing and playing.
For sure.
That's the reason why
it's hard not to.
Yeah, that's like I don't see. LA might be a great city to live in, but I don't see any. Again, back then in the Lakers, like
a great city to live in if you're a superstar like LeBron and you already have a base and a company around you that's ready to build and become the next greatest, basically Magic Johnson.
I can say a lot of bad things about the Lakers. I know I have a lot of things I want to say about the Lakers, but I'm not going to say it until another podcast. Maybe next week. Next week is Teams Week. I think I'm going to rip the Lakers next week, and I can't wait.
I'll rip the Celtics.
And it's not even me. Go ahead. It's not even me being biased. It's not even me being biased. know so many things wrong with the Lakers. It's the same thing as the Knicks in my eyes. There's so many things wrong with that team. They built a great team this year.
Who, the Knicks?
No, the
Oh,
Lakers.
I was going to say, what?
I think they made a great team this year. Like they built around a great team, but I don't know if it's gonna play out the way they think it's gonna play out with like the coaching staff. They put so many big coaches in that team. They put so many assistant coaches, so many people just to coach that team. I don't think it's gonna be well. I think they really should have got rid of Luke Walton like they should have, but I don't think they should have put that many pieces into it. And the way they did it, I don't like it. And the way what happened with fucking Rob Pelinka and Magic, when we were fucking talking behind his back, I don't.
And that whole ESPN story that came out,
Yeah,
it was terrible.
I don't like that.
And I understand
don't
why, like Lonzo and Kuzma and Julius Randle and all those guys or Brandon Ingram, they didn't shine the way they were supposed to because look at how shitty that organization has been run for the past couple of years.
Yeah. They have a lot of bright side.
You know what's crazy? I'm pretty sure it was the same way when Kobe was there.
Yeah, because Kobe was hitting it too. Fucking Swish Parker, Kwame Brown. Like, it's just because it's Kobe.
It's crazy how Kobe put that to the side and fucking put that organization on his back for a couple of years.
Yeah, Lamar Odom looked good.
Exactly. I tweeted that actually. It made him look like an all-star.
Yeah, but another favorite player right now
is
Harden.
But he doesn't pass. He only shoots.
Yeah. No.
I'm being sarcastic.
Yeah, you better be sarcastic. Kobe's a great passer. Sure. I hate when people say that. Think about Shaq. How the fuck do you think Shaq got all those damn points? Look how many assists he had a game. You know how great they put it in because it's fucking.
But the only clip they play is when Kobe missed the shot and he puts it back up. Yeah, that's the only thing they play.
Yeah, because he didn't want to pass it. But another two is just Harden. There's another player I'm looking forward to. It's my favorite player right now. Second favorite player, I mean.
My next favorite player is Paul George.
Paul George. Yeah,
I just want to see how he will. He played pretty good with Russ.
He played great with Kawhi.
Yeah, I want to see it. And he will take the load off Kawhi, so Kawhi will be because he's not going to play 82 games this season. He will play like 62, and Paul George maybe the same. They'll alternate.
Yeah, because they come off the injury.
Yeah, I just want to see how good they'll play together.
The thing I feel about the Clippers is what I say.
They have 3 lockdown defenders. They have 3 lockdown defenders. They have 3. That's terrible.
It's a great team. But and they have Doc Rivers. Jesus. That's the coach. Doc Rivers is the coach. The team, I have them or the Jazz winning it all this season. Not the Jazz, the Nuggets, my bad. I have the Nuggets.
The Nuggets?
Yeah. Michael Porter coming back. They got Bol. They got Nikola.
I don't think Bol will do anything for his first rookie season.
You know how tall that man is? I think they're shipping him because he had all those injuries, but he went way too low.
Like, a little bit.
They dragged him.
Understandable though. Very understandable why he went so low. Because top people don't have really long-lasting stay in this league.
Yeah, but Taco Fall, I can't wait to watch him. He's gonna lead our team. He's gonna lead the Celtics.
Did you see him in the summer league?
Destroyed.
He looked awesome.
But yeah, that team, the Utah team, Jamal Murray, they have so many fucking pieces. Dude, they have so many. I can't wait to watch them. That's the team I want to watch this season. Come here next week.
I feel like Jamal Murray. What's the other dude's name? Gary Harris. Gary Harris. Yeah. He needs to step up this year for sure.
I feel like they're gonna grow more.
And they don't need him to be like a
top guy.
Not even that. Just like they just need him to make shots consistently.
Yeah.
And if they have that, then I feel like they'll be set.
I feel like the team has great chemistry. They just need to knock down the shots.
And it's so crazy how they just came out of nowhere, honestly. Because not this past year, the year before that, they had that like last 7th seed. No, they weren't. They that season before they had that final game to decide who was gonna be the 8th seed, and they lost. They were the 9th seed. Oh wow! They didn't even make the playoffs. I remember that. Yeah, I remember watching it because I was like, "Damn, who's gonna make the playoffs?" It was them and I think who was the team? I don't remember the other team, but it was the Nuggets. Do you know who won Most Improved Player this past year? It was Siakam. I think they should have gave that to Jamal Murray because no, he's too young. Are you sure? Because the season before, like you said, they got knocked out of the playoffs, and then he just led that team to the number 1 seed. Like number 2 and Nikola. No, number 2. Team. Yeah, the Warriors came in and did it. Oh wow. Once Durant or Curry came back, I believe. Mm-hmm. But number 3 favorite player right now is Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard
I love Dame.
Game time.
Dame time.
I hate him.
I've always loved him because he was so underrated. Like people were like Dame
Oh, for
shouldn't be
sure.
an all-star. He was an all-star.
He went on a scoring
Dude,
tear.
and that's when he went berserk, and that's when I kind of started following him. I was like, this guy's very underrated, and they need to do something about him. Do you have any others?
I think my third is Lonzo Ball, because I feel like right now point guards, they're forcing you to shoot. They're forcing you to come out of your element of being a true point guard.
Yeah.
And I feel like because like back in the day, Magic didn't have to shoot, and his jump shot was ugly also. And I feel like they're putting him in just because he can't shoot, putting him in a box, and he's actually a true point guard. And
His stats are good.
This year he will. I feel like he will get Zion to win Rookie of the Year with his passing.
I think John Morant's game of the year.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's kind of not really unknown, but he came out. It's on the tip of my tongue. I don't know. I forgot this. Where did he come out of? The college?
Murray State?
Yeah, Murray State. Yeah. I don't know why I forgot it. I've watched those games. I don't know. I fucking didn't remember that, or I couldn't remember that. But yeah, I think he's gonna be on a tear this season for Rookie of the Year. I think it's gonna be close, but I think he's gonna lead the Memphis Grizzlies to. I want to see them in the playoffs, but I know they won't make the playoffs because I want to see him with Jaren Jackson. Yeah, I want to see him with Jaren Jackson. I want to see how that team comes.
I feel like
the future.
The sleeper last year was Melvin Bagley.
Oh yeah, Marvin Bagley.
Marvin Bagley, sorry.
He's on
but I feel like he is better than what we think because he had a pretty good season last year. I feel like he wasn't as explosive or as flashy as Trae Young or Luka, but he had a really good season last year, and I think we should watch out.
That's another team I'm looking forward to is the Kings. I can't wait to watch De'Aaron Fox.
Oh, for sure.
I want. There's so many teams in the West that want to make the playoffs, and there's so little teams that want to make it in the East. I wish they would just put 1 through 16 already, but it's never gonna happen.
It's never gonna happen.
Yeah,
that'll ruin the league.
That would make it better, dude. There's only shitty teams in these.
How would
the Magic are making the playoffs?
How would that work?
Just 1 through 16. I know it'd be hard from like conference to conference, like traveling, but I feel like it would be so much better.
I mean, they already got rid of the West and the East for the All-Star games.
They get rid of the fucking yeah.
And for our next topic, who would you build a franchise around?
I think easy, Giannis. The MVP last season, going on a tear. I think they're gonna finish with the best record in the East again this year. And why would you not want to build around?
For the weak East, of course.
Yeah, the weak East. But why the fuck would you want anyone else? So who you got then?
Luka.
Luka, why?
Because I believe he's the best young point guard in the league right now.
Best young point guard in the league. You don't think Trae Young's better? I know we talked about this
earlier.
Yeah.
Crazy.
We talked about this earlier.
People would think that crazy.
Luka's way better. But yeah, Giannis, MVP. I don't know why else you would pick anyone else.
Understandable. How long do you think he'll last though?
Giannis?
Yeah.
He's tall,
without a jump shot.
Without a jump shot?
Mm-hmm.
If he makes it to the finals and he can go on a run for long enough with that team, he doesn't need a jump shot.
The way I look at it is
Ben Simmons is a jump shot.
Like people that are like players in the NBA that don't have a jump shot and they've made it to the NBA without a jump shot, I believe that there's no going back. Like you're not gonna you're not gonna develop a jump shot.
Blake Griffin did it.
That is true. There is some players who develop it, but then again, Blake Griffin
he was
shooting mid range.
Giannis, he can shoot the three sometimes, but just not anywhere near consistent at all. He can barely hit the damn rim sometimes, or the backboard for that matter. But just go ahead and hit the next topic.
I feel like
go ahead.
Once Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid fully develop, there will be no more Bucks. Giannis will leave because he'll do the same thing LeBron and KD did.
I think he's gonna stay in Milwaukee.
Chase the ring.
How do you feel about the Sixers though? I know we're not talking about teams. How do you feel about them going into the season?
Al Horford was a good pickup. Not good. I don't think he'll. See, what I think they're gonna do is have Al Horford stretch the floor a bit and push the paint with Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. But they did get rid of JJ Redick. He's on the Pelicans now?
Yeah, he's on the Pelicans. That Pelicans seems to be dangerous.
I feel that.
But
No, I saw a tweet. I know we're not talking about teams, but there was a who's the starting lineup for the Pelicans? Like, where do you put Drew and
Lonzo goes.
Bi?
I think it goes Lonzo, Drew, Ingram,
Zion, power forward.
Zion, then Ingram. I don't know, and then
What,
Jaleel.
like,
I think he's starting. I think he's gonna be their starter this season.
oh my god,
It's a young team. They got the Jackson Hayes guy, or what's his name?
no clue.
Dude, it's on to my tongue. I don't know. I've done this twice now. I can't think of the damn name. He's a young guy. He's like one guy that blocked it with his elbow. He's all the way at the rim.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's fucking crazy. Yeah, the Pelicans did good on that trade. The Lakers, you got a lot of picks they're gonna build around. But let's go on to the next topic, I guess. Last topic for the day. Players you're waiting to watch this season. You want to go on and hit us with your number one?
My number one. Well, it's not really a person. It's a duo. Is Russell Westbrook and James Harden.
Yeah, I have them on this list.
Yeah, I think it'll be very interesting to see what they do with each other. Like, if they can actually pull it off. Which I think they can. But a lot of doubters pointing to that right
like
now.
we talked about earlier, yeah, that team's gonna be weird.
Yeah, but they do have a pretty good bench also, and we'll see what they do.
They re-signed the May today.
Bro?
Yeah, or Harry's his name.
And they still have Capella.
Yeah, they never traded him. I thought we were gonna get him to the Celtics, but they didn't.
Jeez,
I was hoping
that'd have been nice.
But it didn't work out. I think.
Wait, so since Al Horford left, who's your?
Enes Kanter and Taco Fall.
Oh yeah, that's right. Y'all did.
We have Theis still, Daniel Theis. We have another big. I don't remember his name. Actually, no. I think it's just the guy with Aaron Baines. I think he's on the Suns now.
Where did that one dude that played for the Spurs? The big tall dude. Boban. Where did he go? Didn't he go to the Jazz?
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah, because that team's tall. I remember that. Yeah, I think he did. If he didn't, I don't remember. But I know he's not in Philly anymore. Mm-hmm. Sadly.
Who do you have? You're waiting to see next season.
Lonzo. Easy. I
have him on my list.
I can't wait for him to come up and just be great on that Pelican team. Like we talked about earlier, not in LA anymore. He can grow. He doesn't have that sitting around him.
I feel like he's gonna have all.
And Chip. Got that chip on his shoulder.
Yes, definitely he has that, and I feel like he's gonna be able to do whatever he wants this season, rather than have Luke Walton on his back all season. The next person I have, this might sound like a shock to people, Blake Griffin. If he has a great season this season, does decent with the Pistons. It's hard to be the best person on the team and like put a team on your back when you're that position as power forward. But this is his money season. Next year he'll be a free agent. This way he'll get his check. So.
Yeah, he's got to stay healthy. That's what it all comes down to. He's a great player. I don't like Blake Griffin really at all. I never did because all those dunks it didn't.
Understandable.
Now he can shoot and everything. I like him more now, but at the same time he's got to stay healthy. Number 2, I have De'Aaron Fox. We talked about earlier the Kings.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they're gonna be playing. I can't wait to watch De'Aaron Fox go into that role, that starter position, or not starter position, but superstar position pretty much for that team. But hopefully they make the 8th seed. I want them in the 8th seed. Either that, I don't know if they'll make it, but I want them. I want to see them very
What's your take on San Antonio, this hometown? What's your take on that?
They're going to be good this season. They got John Murray come back. They still got LaMarcus. They got Derek White still. They got Forbes still. They have what's that guy's name? They have DeRozan still. They have Lonnie Walker. He's now coming back, and he's pretty athletic. He's shown great strides through that off season, I believe.
So, do you think? I believe Aldridge becomes a free agent after this season.
Definitely. Yeah.
You think if they make a playoff run, he'll stay, or you think he's gonna?
Because I think it all comes down to Pop. He knows Pop's going to be leaving here soon anyways. I don't think he wants to stay in San Antonio. Same with DeRozan. I don't know how much longer that team's going to be together, but if they do, DeJounte Murray is going to hold that team together like glue. But you just got to see how he plays this season.
It's all about chemistry.
Yeah, and Pop is great for it. But you know how LaMarcus is. He wanted to leave a couple years ago, but they didn't let him. And now he's all happy.
That's weird, but
yeah.
I mean, I guess it's understandable. Who wouldn't want to live in San Antonio?
Yeah, so he's not too weird. Did you have number 3, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Porzingis. Out the injuries.
Porzingod.
The unicorn.
Yes, sir.
I can't wait to play Luka.
I totally forgot about that. Like,
I can't wait to watch that. It's gonna be that team, that coach, the Mark Cuban. I think they're gonna be good together. They're gonna play together for a while.
and they finally got rid of the Farrell tour, so
Yeah,
now they have to focus on the future.
Yeah, they need to be young, be good like they think they can be. Number 3.
This is not really a person, but I want to see where Kevin Love will land. Who will trade for Kevin Love?
Who will trade for Kevin Love?
Yes, because I know he's not going to be in the Cavs by the trade deadline.
You want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
I never knew he came back from injury.
Really?
Like, I really never knew. That's how much I care about Cavs basketball. I never knew he came back.
It's crazy. But there's been talks about Portland trading Hassan Whiteside, which I think is dumb. Because, I mean, of course they do need shooters around game, but at the same time, Hassan Whiteside's a lockdown defender.
Yeah.
Rim protector.
He was one of my favorite players at the time, like a couple years ago when he was healthy, but now like he's not there anymore.
Yeah.
He's not healthy. He's not. All his mindset's there. But yeah, I think he'll be good in Portland if he stays.
Sure. I just want to know where Kevin Love will go, because I don't think he'll be in Cleveland for long.
Oh yeah, definitely not. Cleveland's like one of those teams. Like if you don't have a LeBron star player, you're not going anywhere. Like if you don't draft that player, no one's going to Cleveland.
For sure.
They ain't gonna get no one in the trade. They don't got no one to trade unless they get those picks, which they don't really have.
Oh, Cleveland?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They haven't been great. It's good. They
Colin,
can't take it.
Colin Sexton looks like a promising player, but I feel like he won't stay in Cleveland.
That Cavs team. It's just the Cavs team. You can't put that much pressure on that one dude that you don't think would be that great anyways. He came in good.
Did you see his college highlights?
Half his team flat out, so it was 3 against 5.
Yeah.
that was insane.
He helped that team.
He really did.
He did a lot of college ones. Remember the one who dropped his pants for him? He was the guy that was looking at him.
For real?
Yeah, he was the guy that was staring him down.
Oh my god.
Or when he didn't drop his pants, he was staring at him and he went like that. Yeah. Number 4.
Go ahead.
Oh,
I already said we're Kevin.
Oh yeah, Kevin Love. My bad. I thought we were on 3 some. John Morant. I want to see that Grizzlies team, that rookie. That's my rookie of this year. I don't care really much Zion. I care what happens to Zion. RJ Barrett, he's stuck in Nick land.
Yeah.
I love RJ Barrett on the Duke.
Get out of there as fast as possible, RJ.
Yeah. I feel very bad for that man. He's so good, man.
But he wants. It seems like he wants to rebuild that organization.
He wants to be that man, but that's a tough task.
Be that man in OKC. Come on.
Yeah. He's not in New York. But yeah, John Morant, great point guard.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's one of the best point guards in the league here in about 3 years.
I feel like he will be kind of the same player as DeJounte Murray.
Really?
Yeah. I feel like they'll have similar games, but I feel like DeJounte will be better overall in his career.
I see a mix between Kyrie and Russell.
Really?
Yeah, he has that explosiveness and he has that, like, I don't know if he has an attitude, but he has an attitude as Kyrie kind of, and that, like
I
that.
feel like every
NBA
body
player
type has that attitude though. Like they might not express it as much as Westbrook and like that killer mentality, but if they made it to the NBA, they have to have some type of chip on their shoulder.
Yeah, definitely.
My next player I want to see is Damian Lillard. When he got, when they told him he wasn't an all-star, he went off on a terror, 50-point games back to back. I mean, I just want to see how he'll come back after a big playoff loss in the Western Conference Finals. It'll be interesting to see how he'll put his team on his back again and see what they do.
That's fair. I don't really care about Damian Lillard much more this season. I know what he can do. I know how he is. I don't know. I've seen him before. Number 5, Martin Russell. I want to see how they click. We talked about earlier again. I was coming back up because these lists, they can be kind of even because a lot of these questions going into next season, there's a lot of questions, but most of them are main, like how these players are going to play together. Like, as a duo, I never thought I'd see it together again.
There's so many new duos. Man, we completely knocked out, like, haven't talked about Kawhi Leonard at all.
I don't want to talk about Kawhi. Kawhi's in the talks everywhere. I want to talk about these young guys. I feel like they need.
I feel like he's
talked about more.
You know, I was mistaken. When he left San Antonio, I said, I don't think he'll be as great as he could have been if he stayed in San Antonio because of Pop, but I don't know.
Hey, Nick Nurse is a good coach.
That is true.
It's his first year coming to the league.
That
He
is
got that
true.
amount of rings.
But then again, like when you do have the maybe first or second best player in the world, I'm not gonna name who's the first or second, but
Yeah.
it may make things easy. Just like Steve Kerr, like, it would be hard to rank him.
Yeah. Best coach.
Yeah, best coach like in the league because he had so much help. Kevin Durant, like
Kenrick.
4 All-Stars on the floor at once. Come on.
5. Fuck, when DeMarcus was out there, he's technically an All-Star.
DeMarcus Cousins, you're crazy.
Yeah, I feel
He
bad for
couldn't even
DeMarcus
run up
Cousins.
the court.
And he can't run away from the police. I feel bad for DeMarcus. He doesn't deserve that.
But it's sad to see.
I was gonna ask you something.
Who's your?
Oh, how do you feel about Kawhi though? Like, how do you see him going to the league? Like, who do you think is the best player going into the season? I don't say LeBron because he was injured and he didn't go to the playoffs. But don't get me wrong, LeBron best player in the world, but not going into the season based on what we've seen.
The best player going into the season, you have to say Kawhi Leonard.
Off the ring, new Clipper.
When they were down 2-0 from the Bucks, I think, and then when they came back, I think that proved that Giannis is still a little bit too young, and he put him in his place with it. But you have to say Kawhi Leonard, Finals MVP, put Toronto on his back. But I do believe if Kevin Durant was playing, he would not have another ring right now.
I wish Kevin Durant wasn't injured because going into the season, I would put Kevin Durant because I know they would have won. And
For sure.
I'm so happy he's not playing this season. One, because the Nets, and I hate Kyrie Irving. I don't want to see him do well this season. And I know when he comes back, he's going to be healthy because he's going to have that whole year off. I think he's going to be fine. It's Kevin Durant. I know, and he's... The only thing I'm scared of for Kevin Durant, it was an Achilles injury, and Achilles injuries are very bad. The only person to ever come back from an Achilles injury is Dominique Wilkins.
Mm-hmm.
And still, like, we've seen it with DeMarcus Cousins, he can't come back. So I don't think he went to the Lakers, but now he's hurt again.
But that's the same thing that he said when he hurt his foot. No one's ever came back from this injury, and he came back better. So
I don't. It's
his work ethic is there, so I think he'll be alright.
One quick question before we end it. Last thing. Do you think Gordon Hayward will be okay this season? Like, going off injuries, we're talking about injuries. Do you think Gordon Hayward will make it somewhat? I'm hoping. That fucking contract.
Oh my God. I'm not sure. I didn't really follow the Celtics last season, so I didn't see how he did. But
he's wishy-washy, very inconsistent. He played well sometimes, but when you watch him play, you know there was something wrong. The way he was moving, the way he was reading the floor, the way he was passing the ball off, pick and rolls and stuff. It didn't look so well. You could see that he wasn't like clicking eye to eye with everything.
Well, maybe with the little help they've given the players with the mental health, that'll help some.
That and Kyrie's own.
That injury was.
Oh yeah, horrifying.
Yeah, he probably was scared to play again.
Yeah, he talked about that. How he was scared coming back because like his body would be. But that's the same thing like with Paul George, Sean Livingston.
Man, that's what I think brought LeBron and Kyrie back together, that injury. Because right after that game they had that nice handshake. It's terrible. But one question: who do you think will be the most improved player next year?
Oh, most improved this season? Oh, Lonzo. He's gonna have more points this season. I feel like with Zion and that whole team, Brandon's gonna step up more. It's all young teams. They're all on the same page. I think Lonzo's gonna do great. That or De'Aaron Fox. Or I don't even know if third De'Aaron Fox or most improved because he's already pretty good. He's just getting better and better. That's a hard question. You kind of got. That's one of those questions you gotta wait for the season.
Yeah, I don't even.
That's one of those questions you gotta wait for the season.
So that's been the Highly Likely Podcast, guys. We had some technical difficulties with the mic at the end, so I'm doing this after the fact. Just reach us out on our Twitters and make sure to subscribe, like, hit the bell. Don't want to miss any podcasts. They're all going to be great. But make sure to go follow us on Twitter. Like I said, we post a lot on our Twitters. I post a lot on my Twitter. Everyone does. But yeah, every Thursday at 5 p.m. Make sure to watch every week. That's been the Highly Likely Podcast. It's been Daniel and your co-host Jonah. Have a good one.